Hi everyone, Carol Brightbill. Do you think you're using your Google Calendar to the most efficient way that you can? You might not be. Let me show you 5 quick tips that you can use to help you become more efficient during the course of your day. Of course, to get to your Google Calendar, in the URL bar, you can type calendar.google.com, but I always like going in through the waffle and selecting the calendar icon. Efficiency tip number 1, use reminders. What do you want to use a reminder for? A reminder isn't a reminder that you have a meeting or something like that. Use a reminder for something personal that you have. Maybe you have a doctor appointment, something that you have to remember to do. Maybe it's something you have to pick up on the way home from work. A reminder is just a quick little snippet to remind you to do something. When you go to the Create, notice Reminder doesn't show up, and if I select a date, Reminder doesn't show up here. What you have to do to get reminders to show is to check mark the reminder box in the left menu. Now when I go to the Create, now it says Reminder. And when I select Reminder, see how the box gets shorter and there's less information here? Because Reminder is just a quick snippet of what you have to do. Is it an all-day event? Or does that doctor appointment have a certain time? And I'm going to say the doctor appointment is at 6 p.m. and I'm going to save it. Efficiency tip number 2, use focus time. Focus time is something that you want to use to block off something in your calendar that you want to focus on. One good use for focus time is to block off maybe a certain time every day for you to take a break. We're so busy in the course of our day that a lot of us don't take breaks when we really should, and taking a break would re-energize our body and add to the efficiency. When you go to the Create menu, you can see it says Focus Time. Do you want this to repeat or not repeat? I'm going to make sure I take a break every day at 1:30, and I'm going to end my break at 1:45. And yes, I want this to repeat daily. And do you want to decline meetings during this time? Yes, because this is time that I am giving back to myself, and I'm going to save and decline. Use that time to help re-energize yourself to make you more efficient. Efficiency tip number 3, don't put your family events on your work calendar. Maybe your son has soccer practice or you have a date night planned. Those events should go on your personal calendar that you shared to your work calendar. How to do this? I'm in my personal Google Calendar and I have my name calendar. I'm going to hit the 3-dot ellipse, go to Settings and Sharing. To do this, you want to make sure that your calendar is public or it won't work. And I'm going to add people. And I'm going to add myself. And this is very important. What do I want the permissions to be? I want to make sure that I can make changes and manage sharing. And I'm going to send myself an invitation. Let's click out of here, going to my email. Here's this invitation. And I'm going to add this calendar now to my work calendar. But I have a little bit of a problem here. They both say the same thing. So the calendar that I just shared with myself, I'm going to hit the 3-dot ellipse and go to Settings and Sharing, and I'm going to rename this calendar. Let's just hit the arrow to go back out of here. Now if I have something that I want to remember for my son having practice, my daughter having to do something, then I'm just going to uncheck the other calendars and select the date, and Jason has soccer practice. And I'm going to save this. And now Jason's soccer practice is here. And when I hit my calendar, I can differentiate between the 2 different calendars. But here's efficiency tip number 4. You want to colorize your calendars different colors so that when they're on your calendar, they can stand out from each other. So I'm going to click my reminders, click my name, my personal calendar. And when you hit the 3-dot ellipse beside any calendar, you can see you can change the color of that calendar. I can go to reminders here and I'm going to make this orange. There's another calendar that I have. I'm going to click this and I'm going to make this brown. So now you can see my calendar has all different colors for everything that I have to do. And the different colors helps to make you more efficient because it makes the event stand out separately. And lastly, efficiency tip number 5. I highly recommend using meeting notes. The reason you want to use meeting notes is because it can keep your meeting on task. A lot of times we go to meetings and we really go off what we were really there to discuss. So I'm going to create an event, and in this event, a little bit lower you see add description or attachments. When I select attachments, it takes me to go to recent files, my Google Drive, and I've already created a Google Doc called Meeting Notes. I can be more specific with this and give it a name, give it a date, but when I select this and I'm going to insert it. Now, all the attendees of this meeting will have these meeting notes, and we can have an agenda on the notes that will keep us on task. And I'm going to give you a bonus efficiency tip. Efficiency tip number 6. Every morning at 5 o'clock in your inbox, you can get a daily agenda of what's happening on your day. Go to your name calendar, select the 3-dot ellipse, and let's go to settings and sharing. When you scroll down, other notifications. At the bottom of this, it says daily agenda. When you select email, every morning at 5 a.m., you'll get an email of what your day consists of. It's your daily agenda. Then you can be very efficient because you know what's happening in the course of that day. I hope these efficiency tips helped you. Anything that we can do to make our life easier doesn't hurt. Have a great day, everyone. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.